Hi everyone, I'm Bill Holcomb and welcome to another watercolor tutorial in our monochrome painting series. In today's video, I will be guiding you through the steps on how to paint this simple little Sussex beach landscape. I will list the materials I used in the description, so grab your supplies and let's get painting. Use a mop brush to go over the whole of the sky to start with, avoiding those windows at the properties. Then continue the water over the rest of the paper, what will be the beach. So liberal amount of water. Then you could use your 12 brush and come in from the sides for the weak version of the mixture. And remember to preserve some light in the middle there, because this painting is all about a burst of light. You've basically come down to that pencil line on the left hand side, and then we'll show you how we do the area with the properties. Okay, it has dried quite well at the moment on the right hand side, so we can drop in some of the darker version to block in the properties. If it hadn't dried very much, then what I'm doing at the moment would bleed in to the sky that we laid down. But I made sure that area over there was dry. The rest is still wet, because we're dropping in wet and wet some of the darker colour for the sky. So very easy painting in terms of colours, not having to mess around with lots of them, just using those two colours. As close as you can get to a monochrome situation, more like silhouetted. That property area will be blocked in even more later. It will become darker, but we'll come on to that. So for now, you can do some of the ocean. Start with the light blue with the Paynes Grey, and make it a little bit jagged rather than straight line, as it makes a shoreline. Then for the sand that is not wet, on the right hand side, drop in the light color, still using the number 12 brush, but once again preserving that light in the middle of the painting. It's close to the middle, it's slightly to the left, but you can see what I mean. Then dry that off with the hairdryer, and as you can see, it's dried very light. So now that's dried off, I can get that deeper color on a small brush, like a 2, and block that in, that property line with the trees in between. Once again, painting around the windows to leave the white of the paper. So all that is quite straightforward. Dry that off with a hairdryer. Now we're using the side of the brush dry scraping technique. You can use something like a number 6 brush at this stage. Have tissue to hand, so that when you load the brush with pigment, water, you can dab off some of it to maintain control, especially when doing dry brush technique, because if you have too much on there, it will run away from you and bloom out all over the place, and you won't achieve the scraping technique. Now we're just painting in the breakwaters They are a familiar sight on the coastlines in England, especially on the south coast. Then we've got a quarter size flat brush for the ocean. And you can now use the darker version of your mixture. And as you can see, when I paint this, I very much use the brush like a chisel just on the edge, and I leave some of the underpainting here and there. So we have a lighter and a darker situation going on, which is what you're aiming for. And a few squiggly lines where the water meets the beach, and darken up as necessary here and there to show variation. And along the beach, we got various pebbles and rocks and so forth strewn about. So you can use the dark mixture for that with a small brush like your number 2. And then once you've painted a few of those in, you can drop some clear water at the bottom of them and let that fuse in. Then it gives the idea of little puddles and little shadows from the brightness of the sun in the distance. The figures are quite simple. There's nothing complicated about them. Just think about the gait of the legs to try to make them as much as possible look as though they're moving rather than static. So often one leg slightly shorter than the other because they're moving and things like that. Just pay some attention to that. The dog, according to the shape of the dog, you would sort of indicate to the viewer what type of dog it is. Good question as to what this one is. See what you think. Now we can have a little bit of reflection on the wet sand from the people walking on the beach. And for this couple that have their backs to us with the dog, we've got various footprints in the wet sand as to where they've traversed, including the dog. For the window reflection, we can do some lifting on the beach there, lay down some clear water, dab with tissue, and then you get that. And we have done some smoke from the chimneys using the lifting technique as well. I think it's a very effective painting, and I really hope you have a go at this one. And I look forward to seeing you next time.